There's some action.
Some action. Look at this handsome man. It is Sunday. My handsome friend. You can find him on Grindr.
Tinder, Grindr.
Tinder, Grindr, whichever it is.
Snapchat, InstaChat.
TikTok.
I want to ask you, New Year's is coming.
Yes.
And a couple things that I've come to find out, especially right now with the lockdown,
Yes.
is groups, support groups, communities together. So social media is incredible because if used in a good way, oh my gosh, it can change you.
Yeah.
It can change you tremendously. So I'd like to ask you 5 things about the benefits of having a support crew. I know that you have a group, a man's group.
Yep.
And then I have the Titan crew. And so
Right.
I see the benefits. This will be for all the YouTubers out there that don't know about it or don't understand the benefits of a group. Could you give me, let's just start with one great one.
So just community. I mean, like what you said from the beginning, community is a big one because we're lacking that in the world that we're living in today. It seems like society's trying to separate us and make you an individual, and that's where you're the least powerful, is alone. So if you're surrounded by like-minded people who are all interested in the same pursuit, whether that's getting healthier, improving your marriage, making more money, whatever it is, you're going to be stronger. Like if Mike and I were walking down the street locked arm in arm, you know, like if you locked your arm inside mine like this, right here, it's harder to stop us than, no, I mean, seriously, than it would be if we were walking individually. So just that in and of itself. Confidence.
Don't go to the second one yet, because
Okay.
I want to clarify something on that. Is you said the first thing was you're better with a group than solo.
Yeah.
And I agree with that statement. On top of that too, the point of being alone is usually you follow your habits, or you follow. It's okay.
It's okay.
we got some. The
Speaking of
habits
community.
of by yourself is you fall into those ruts and you get worse and worse and drop into that hole more and more. And coming January 1st, if we can create new habits, not goals, but just completely new habits, and put yourself around people that may be better than you, which is not an insult. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing to be around people that are better than you. That way it raises you up. It's a great thing to do. And instead of feeling sorry for yourself being alone, even if you like to be alone, just being able to chat with some other people. For me, I'm a loner. You know that.
Yeah.
You've known me for over 30 years. I will take being alone relative to anything. But I've been in these classes this last 7 months now, and they're the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm trying to get better at a craft that I'm not the greatest at.
And you couldn't do that alone.
No.
You could YouTube videos all day long. You could do until you have another person across from
you
you
have
and
a
saying,
coach
no,
or a
wait.
leader?
Yeah, someone has to be able to stop you mid-thought or mid-action to be able to mid-course correct you. Like that's what a good coach does.
Mid-course correct.
It'll be like, hey, no, you planted the wrong foot. Stop. Try it this way. So if I'm coaching someone like I was just doing now with Jeff here, I was showing him in real time the science and the motion of throwing a football properly, and literally within 5 minutes he was throwing dimes, like spirals. You cannot do that on the internet because I can't see. You can't see.
I just got it like that.
And do those coaching points. So you're alone when it's time to be alone. You're in a community when it's time to be in a community, and you're smart enough to know when that is. And I think too often people just get alone, they stay alone, whether it's from depression or pride or whatever causes them to do that. The key is, in community it's vital to be around like-minded people. That is the key, like-minded people.
Okay, jump to a second one. You were saying confidence, maybe?
Yeah, confidence. Because what I see in my group is guys come in shy, timid, they're embarrassed.
Can I say something real quick,
Yeah.
just to confirm this? First day of class. All right,
Go.
and this is online.
Yeah.
Not a big deal. I also have talked in front of thousands of people. Again, not a big deal. But I'm talking about things I know. I'm talking about my life or how to get healthy and stuff like that, or goal setting. The acting class was something completely different. Also, I'm going to have to make an ass out of myself. And also, I'm not that great. I almost bailed on my first class.
Yeah.
Almost freaking bailed. Which I knew as I sat there when it was coming to my turn. Hey, internet's down. Yep, done.
Yep.
Yeah.
Didn't try harder.
I gotta go. This is taking too long. All the excuses in the world came up. And I'm sitting there going, if I do this now, on the first day, I'll never come back. I'll never do this. And I got opportunities coming my way that I have to do this. And so, okay, I'm gonna be an ass for a moment. And this is different than a community in a sense, but it's my goal setting on what I'm gonna be. I guess in a sense, maybe you're overweight and you feel embarrassed.
Yeah.
You're gonna get better. 7 months later in class now, anyways,
You're better.
I'm better.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be the person that's out of shape right now or doesn't know about training correctly or, okay, I just wanted to say that because they're thinking, oh, it's easy for you guys. No, I was gonna quit.
I do stuff scared shitless sometimes, and I also bail on things. I remember when I was a kid, first day of Cub Scouts, my mom sent me down to Lowell Church to go to Cub Scouts by myself. I walked up to the door and right past it. I kept going. And I look back on my life on all of the things that I didn't do because of fear. So what happens with my group is I make guys shoot a video introducing themselves. And this is the biggest fear most people have. Even though this camera cannot do anything to us physically or emotionally or mentally, it brings so much fear. And then I require that my guys coming in my group shoot a video. And here's what they say. I never would have done that if you didn't make me do it. And I feel good now that I can do this now. So that's confidence. And that is huge. So you have community, you have confidence. Then another thing that I think is really big for people is stepping into an authoritative role. A lot of guys in my group come in like completely out of shape. And I said, listen, someday you're going to be a coach. Maybe not at my level, but you will be coaching the guy who comes in the same place you were in, and you will be able to say, hey, 6 weeks ago when I started, I was afraid to shoot a video too.
I see that in the Titan crew.
That's what I'm saying.
Jeff, you're here. You see that with the people that are in there that have been there for a year.
Yeah.
They help out
Yeah.
the ones coming through the door.
Yeah. So you now can
And they
help
couldn't
more
help out
people.
anybody when they first came in.
The thought of it brought fear to their mind. But because you coached them along little by little, they gained confidence slowly. Like that podcast we were listening to, that girl talked about how adaptive we are as humans in the sense that if we get on a rock wall and we're standing there, eventually it's not going to be that big of a deal to us when we look down 17,000 feet. It's like, oh, you know, it's okay because I'm here and I'm safe. That's the key. If you come into his group or my group or any group that you know is safe, then you have the ability to expand without the risk of being embarrassed, being talked to in a negative way, because he won't allow it, I won't allow it. I kick people out instantly.
Right.
You know, because I know what I'm asking someone to do. And I mean,
I don't kick them out. Jeff does.
I cuss them out and then kick them out. I don't play games, man. You know?
Let me give you a fourth reason for a group. Everything you may know may be, oh, I don't know how they say this, completely
Wrong.
100% wrong.
I tell
But it's
people,
100% on the internet correct.
yeah, I
But
tell people unlearn everything you think you know.
Oh my gosh. I use the Bruce Lee quote, your cup is too full. I
Yeah.
can teach you nothing.
Right.
You've
Yeah.
come into this group, you need to leave. I can teach you nothing because you are too stubborn and you believe everything that you read. And I was just listening to the podcast. The person was a mountain climber. Irrelevant to my life scheme, but Joe Rogan was going into, well, don't you check heart rate? Don't you check this? Don't you check about recovery? Don't you check about all this stuff? And I'm sitting here listening to this, and my beliefs, and I'll guarantee after 35 years of training for him is the same. It sounded so monotonous and so much
Like,
going into it. Okay, so I got to analyze this, and I got to wake up and test this, and then I got to figure out if I'm trained at this level.
the fun out
Then
of
I got to, and the fun's gone.
Right.
And mentally, you're setting yourself up for a loss because of the fact that it's, okay, my body's tired, then I need to recover, so today's off. And then if your body doesn't recover tomorrow, that day's off. And it just continues this pattern of going, whatever you want, sweetie, the body.
Yeah, right.
And the girl responded and goes, absolutely not. I don't look at it that way. I think it's more mental. I think it's I wake up in the morning, feel good, let's freaking rock and roll. And that's the principle that I tell these people about going into the gym and do the very best you can for that day. But it's again, like we were saying about you hear so much that seems like it'd be a good idea. It seems like it'd be a good idea to check your heart rate in the morning and see if you've recovered and all this kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, it's all mindset.
Yeah, that's the number one thing I teach people coming into my group. I have 5 principles: mindset, meals, movement, community, and supplementation, in that order. In that order, because you know, you can Google meals all day long and exercises all day long, but if your mind is not set to actually eat the way he told me to for 30 days, you know, and whether I wanted to or I didn't want to, I woke up in the morning and there was a text message, community, there was challenge, there was friendship, there was all of what goes on in a community with like-minded people that make me go, damn it, I got to do this, or I get to do this. So that's another thing I want you to go is go from H2 to G2, have to get to. You get to get up and walk on your 2 legs. You get to get up and go exercise. You get to eat right.
Yes.
You get to think positive. You get to do all this shit, but you run around saying, I have to do this, I have to do that. Stop it. Stop it. You're killing yourself, man. It's crazy. H2, G2. Have to, get to.
That's the biggest thing I've heard forever. And somebody said that the other day. That switch, it's the same end game stated in a different way. And it's how you live your life. It's like, I have to go train today. I have to go do my cardio. I have to eat this meal plan. I got 2 healthy arms and legs, and I'm young enough to do this at this stage of my life. I get to go train. How cool is that? I get to eat this way to get better. That's pretty darn cool. I get to hang out or talk to these individuals that got this knowledge of over, and again, I don't want to say 30 years because that's irrelevant to how much knowledge you have, because you hung out with Jack LaLanne. 100 years of knowledge. How much did he get from other people? So you have thousands of years of knowledge, and I get a text at 3 o'clock in the morning, or sometimes 2:30 or 1:30. I get a text that it's that community, the brotherhood, the hey, let's get going. Hey, I know you may not be up to it today, but I'm with you and let's go. I'm doing it. Get your ass up. So today's about community, about circling the wagons, and starting January 1st.
Get on the freaking 30-day blitz. Let me just finish this all by that. I'm a guy who's lived my life ripped, healthy, getting on magazines, doing ad campaigns, like living off of the way I look. And at the age of 56 was the first time I did it. I did 30 days, right? 30 days is nothing. Whitney said I could eat dirt for 30 days. I love that. I changed my body so radically in 30 days. Was it hard? Hell yes. I like that kind of challenge though. And then at the age of 57, I did it again and got in even better shape. So what I've noticed in this, as each time I do it, I get better and better and better. And then when I go off of it, like I'm noticing right now, I was looking at a video I shot this morning, and my biceps look different, filled, but like with a line and all of this. I'm like, what the hell's going on, you know? I'm not being super disciplined, but now I'm reached a new set point of being better, and then I'll do it again. 30 days is nothing. The work is hard, the diet is intense, it's all very intense, but it's designed to be that way. And the big takeaway that I got from it, other than the physique changes, are the mental and emotional and disciplinary changes that I got, man. We need discipline in our life, and we need community to help us foster that discipline. And then when you get in and dive in deep and come in hot like I do, you're gonna get the results that you're looking for. I gotta go.
That's it, guys. 30-day blitz starts January 1st. I'm letting you know now, that way you get signed up, get ready, check out the PDF file. What a great day. I'm hanging with him. And again, thank you, Titans. 2020 is coming to an end. 2021 is going to be ours. We're going to rock it. And everything he said and everything that we're talking about is not easy, but it's worth it.